Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we're going to talk about some indie decks that I have had sitting in a box under my desk. Most of these. Some of them were actually put away in my summer box just because I knew I wasn't going to get to them until the summer. Most of them have been sitting in a box under my desk waiting to be reviewed. And because of that, they're being neglected and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I want to get them out of the box. Some of them have been sitting there for a hot minute. So so I'm just doing a haul. So these are all Kickstarters, pre-orders, some indie decks that I have that have just been waiting for review or waiting for me to do a video that I thought at one point I was going to do a video on. And at this point, I'm just like, I'm just going to do one big ass mass video. So this is going to be a haul. It's an indie deck haul, y'all. So get your popcorn, grab a drink. Let's do this. It's going to be a minute. We're going to be here for a minute. So buckle up. Here we go. Let's start with Let's start with this one. This is the Unicorn Journey Tarot. This is by Lisa Pepez. I think if you've been on Tarot Tube for any amount of time, you probably know exactly who Lisa Pepez is. She has another deck coming that I think the Kickstarter is over now, but it's coming out soon. And this one you can still pick up. I'll put all the links down below, of course. This one, I took it out of the box. I took it out of the plastic. I counted the cards to make sure they were all there. And, it came in at a time where I just wasn't checking. Look at these edges. Ooh, given. It's on this wonderful cardstock. So I looked at the cards. I made sure they were all there. I noted this fantastic cardstock. I cannot wait to shuffle it. But I haven't shuffled it yet and I haven't used it. And I actually put it directly in my summer box because it feels summery to me. And it came in just as I was thinking about Halloween decks. I usually start thinking I want Halloween decks really close to the end of August or early September. I'm like, let me start pulling them out now and working with them. And so I start moving towards that sort of that vibe. And so then this vibe kind of is not my thing. I'm not checking for it anymore, but this is beautiful. The artwork is, look at this card. Look at this line work. So this is like paint with pen, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's gorgeous. And the way she printed this leaves it it looks so rich. The artwork looks really rich. Nothing gets lost. I like it. I'm so excited to use it. I think it's going to be great for Valentine's Day. So I'm saving this one for Valentine's Day. Um, Also, I've been a little oversaturated, I think, with it. I'm seeing it around a lot, and you know how like when the light seers came out and people were like, "Oh, I've seen enough light seers. I don't want to use my light seers anymore." I didn't want to force myself to use it and then get oversaturated with it, so I was like, I'm just gonna hold out, and I think it's gonna be great for. Um, I think it's really going to be great for Valentine's Day because I like to do self-love readings around that time for my friends and family. And I think this is going to be a great deck for that. So I'm looking forward to pulling this one back out in February. But that's the Unicorn's Journey Tarot by Lisa Pepez. Next up, we have Cat Tarot. I am not sure. It says here paintings by artists into. I can't read it. I'm so sorry, guys. It's so small. But maybe if I hold it up here, you can read it. Into the nature. I'm not sure what that says, but this is it's so cool. This is like the color palette I'm checking for these days. So that's I think how the Unicorn's Journey Tarot kind of ended up in the summer box. So I was really excited to get this one. It has very nice cardstock. It's very thick though. It's like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Some people might call this like a cereal box stock, but I think it shuffles really well. And it just feels nice in my hands. So I enjoy this. It's stiff though. I don't know if I could riffle it, but look at that. Look at that 9 of Swords. Like it's cute. It's very cute. And I love the color palette on it. I have a lot of cat decks and I don't have any cat deck with this color palette. So I'm very excited to have this one. Look at the strength card. So adorable. The 9 of Pentacles holding her little plant there with her jacket on. Look at this knight. I don't even know. He reminds me of like the Inquisition or something. I don't even with her little teacup. I love their outfits. I love the fashion in this deck. I like the historical clothing and stuff. they're all over the place with the clothing. It's not all the same time period, but I'm enjoying this. I've been working with it. I'm enjoying it. I like color palette. The cats are funny. Their little outfits are great. And yeah, so this is the cat tarot. This was a Kickstarter. So this is the Divine Rays Oracle and Affirmation cards by Angela Ora Medway Smith. Now, if you saw my review of this one, the High Vibrational Wellness book, and if you want to see this review, I'll pop it up here for you if you haven't seen it already. She has an essay in this book, and I think her system that she was doing was actually the inspiration for this book being created. And when she saw my walkthrough or my review, she offered to send me this deck. And I was like, yeah, sure. I would love to see your deck. I would love to see what you have going on there. So I got this in the mail and I've been sort of looking at it, playing with it a little bit. But of course, like I said, everything is sitting in the box and I just didn't get around to actually working with it enough to feel like I had a hold on doing a walkthrough of it. But it says the divine rays are the vibrational energies that radiate down to our planet from the Creator for the purpose of supporting all that there is. Each has a distinct color frequency, a patron from the ancestral master and angelic collectiveness, a symbol or shape, and flame, its active principle. This beautiful deck contains channeled information, images, and affirmations direct from the patrons themselves and provides an energetic link to the divine rays. It is designed for spiritual speakers looking to tap into the energy of the divine rays for personal and planetary support, healing, inspiration, illumination, mastery, and protection. Used as an oracle deck for spiritual guidance, meditation, aid, and as a source of daily affirmations. Are you ready to connect? And then there is her, where you can find her there. That's her website there. All right, and so this is the deck. QR code on this card to download like guidebook and information and stuff. And then this is the deck. So you have the ray, the patron, and a color, and then an affirmation. So here we have the pentacle or pentagram, Master Kuthimi, St. Francis of Assisi, butter, yellow is the color, I am unity is the affirmation, and this is the ray of unity and the number. You get a number 5. So this is number 60 or 6. This is the ray of the priestess. You have a moon. This is Isis. The color is malachite green. The crescent moon is the symbol, and then I am still is the affirmation. And so you have lots of things on every card that you can work with when you're using them. They're great for daily pulls, for focus. Like, give me a color for the day. What is an affirmation I can use today? What kind of ray, what kind of patron can I focus with today? So yeah, it's very woo. It's very woo. It's a little more woo than I usually go with a daily pull, but it's cool. And I like that there's so much that you can pull from on every card. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll definitely put the link down below where you can pick up a copy for yourself. These are the backs. The Cosmic Wisdom Tarot. Now, I'm not sure if I walk through this or not, or if I show this on the channel or not, but I know that it's been sitting in my box to review this deck for way too long, and it's getting neglected. And I want to use it, and I can't use it because it's in my review box. So we're going to do it right now. So this is the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot by Ethany Dawn. Another person who I'm like, if you know Ethany, sounds crazy because everybody knows Ethany. I love the way she did the guidebook in this one. All of her guidebooks are wonderful. I have a couple of her decks. But this one is really cool because it's really easy to find things. So you get the name of the card and then some quick reference here, but then you get upright keywords, a quick yes or no, the reverse keywords, and a quick yes or no in reverse. And then you get all of these sort of like little scratchy, sketchy kind of notations on the card for the symbolism in the card. I love to see stuff like this in a deck guidebook I like to see what they use, what symbols they use, because it helps me learn more about the symbols that people use in tarot cards and what people associate certain things with, right? So I love to see stuff like this, but the way she did it is it's just kind of fun. So yeah, that's the guidebook, and it has other stuff. There are spreads in here in the front and ways to use the deck and things like that. So there's other stuff, but it's a nice soft touch mat. I love a soft touch mat. The cards are not soft touch mat. Here are the backs. Oh, Ethany and the bling, man. I feel like my first blingy deck was from Ethany. Is that just me? Did anybody else know the bling before Ethany? Because I feel like Ethany introduced me to the bling. But I love how blingy her decks are. They're fantastic. Um, I think this is a great deck. I think it's a wonderful deck. It reads just like any RWS would read, and it has lots of additional symbolism in addition to the regular RWS symbolism you can read about in the guidebook. If the more I look at the cards, the more I see in the cards, and the characters are quirky and cute and fun to look at, fun to read with, fun to chat with when I'm doing my readings. And I really like this deck. I love the colors. They're high vibe. The border is fun. The backs are shiny. I mean, I have no complaints about this deck. The only reason it's in order is because I put it in order so I can do a walkthrough that I never did. So I'm really glad I'm getting a chance to do that now so that I can get this deck back out and use it, because the colors are fantastic for this time of year. They're just a little bit muted. They're still bright, but a little bit muted, which is kind of what I'm looking for this sort of fall, winter, going into winter energy. So yeah, wonderful deck. Definitely check it out. There are walkthroughs available if you want to see all of the cards, but those are my thoughts on this one. And this is wonderful. And this is the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot by Ethany. This is the Simplicity Lenormand by Emily Muniz. Oh my goodness. Emily was creating this deck on Instagram forever, and I was watching and chatting with her, and I was so excited to see it come to life. These are the edges. This is actually a beautiful deck, and I think she only has a couple more copies before it's going to be gone in its indie version, and then you can get it. It'll be coming out mass market. I think US Game Systems. I know her Simplicity Tarot deck came out with US Game Systems, so I'm assuming it's going to be, but I don't know for sure. This guidebook is so chunky and so wonderful for someone that is just like wants one Lenormand deck. If you like the artwork on this, her artwork is really, really cute. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see. So Emily's thing is to make everything easy, right? So she puts the keywords on there. She makes everything really clear. And her artwork is so clear and just kind of pretty, you know? So here's our birds, and you get the image, the number at the top, the name at the bottom, and then you get a keyword for every card. And then this is the playing card inset. So we have the 7 of diamonds for the birds. The ship, which is journey for the keyword, sun, which is happiness. And this sun card was the one that really made me want this deck. I love the sun card so much with this jumping person. You actually have choices on the sun card. I am not sure if you get this mass market, if you're seeing this like at a later date, if it came with extra cards. Yes, no, maybe. And this is the original sun card. So I'm not sure, because I know this was an add-on for the Kickstarter for like, if you get, how people put like the stretch goals and stuff. This was a stretch goal. So I'm not sure if this will be in the star as well. This was the stretch goal star, and I think I chose the other one. This is man and the woman. You have an extra man and woman here. And then that's just what's coming next, her Fox Tarot, which I'm absolutely interested in. And then absolutely interested in. And then, so here we have garden. Here's the child, whip. And I'll just show you the other man and woman. So yeah, this is super cute. Key is success, dog friend. She just gave basic keywords that are like the most, I think, popular keywords. So here we have man, the other man card, and the other star. Where did it go? Here's the other star. This is the one I chose. So that's the Simplicity Lenormand. It came with these fun edges. They had stars before I shuffled them, but now it's like this sort of, I don't know. Can you see how they jump around this shiny? I love shiny shit, y'all. So like this deck, Ethany's deck, all the shiny things. Give me all the shiny things. Look at the inside of this box. Stop it. Like, yes. Let's do these next. These are from V Love and Crystals. She had a sale, y'all, big one. Everything was like half off or maybe even more than that. And so I got 2 decks. I was really wanting this little Barbie Kipper deck. I wanted a Kipper deck with keywords, and um it was it was like $20. So I mean, it was this one or the one from Street Priestess Tarot, which her decks are beautiful and I love them, but they're pricey. So this one was on sale. So I got this deck and then I got this coffee one because I thought this would be really nice to use this time of year. So I have this right now out with my Christmas decks and I plan to use it. So this is all like hot drinks. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see. So here are the backs on those. This is the Barbie Kipper and this is the coffee. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. It didn't come with a title card, but it's coffee. So we have the Kipper deck has more than just the Kipper cards. I think this is a 44 card deck. I think they're both 44 cards. So the Kipper cards would be 36. So then there's some extra cards in there. And then there are some keywords: vacation, travel, escape. But there are also, here's main male. And then you've got lover, masculinity, main focus of attention. So good ways to use it for fortune telling: false person, mystery, deceit, hidden agendas. But you also have, in addition to the Kipper cards, there's some extra cards in here as well because I think it's a 44 card deck and Kippers are 36, I believe. So yeah, there's a couple extras in here, like Distant Horizons, I think is an extra one. We've got Wanderlust, Voyages, and New Adventures. Toil and Labor, I think, is extra. And then some of them I think are renamed. Coffin, which could be a problem for me since I'm still learning Kipper, but whatever. A fortune telling deck is a fortune telling deck. And I like the fact that it has keywords. And I like the fact that there is diversity with the little Barbie characters in here. So I was happy with this one. And I wanted something that had keywords. Now, it is not the colors that I'm checking for right now. So we'll see when I actually pull this out. But I pulled it out of my summer box where it was hiding to show it to you when I pulled the Unicorn Journey out because it's part of the decks that have come in. I haven't used it yet because, again, the colors, but I think this is going to be fun. I do. So that is the Kipper. And here's the coffee one. And this is one I have been using recently. This is Devotion. We have Past. So it's just pictures of coffee with keywords. Incognito. Great for clarifying or just, mostly I've been using it to clarify readings. Healing. Clarity. Compassion, beginnings, expectation, culmination. Like at the end of the ski day, you get your cup of hot cocoa. Appreciation, enjoy the little things. Investments, got a little money with the coffee, forgiveness, authority. So yeah, this is cute and I like it and I've been using it. So that's the little coffee deck. So they came in these bags, so I've just been keeping them in there for now. They're I think this one was the pink. Yeah, I think I put them in the wrong bags. So I've just been keeping them in these little bags that they came in. So I really appreciate that. I really can't stand it when people send me decks with nothing to put them in. It irritates me to no end. Like, don't send me 70 cards with nothing to put it in. That's crazy. What am I supposed to do? But I have a lot of bags around here now, but still, it still irritates me, even though I have bags. So I was really excited that she sent the little baggies, and they're small little decks. So I just have this thrown on my desk, and this one I'm going to put back in the summer box. This is the Sundar Tarot by Angie Nad Wani, and she is a cup of tarot on Instagram, so you can look her up. And this I got from Make Playing Cards, and it's on their Make Playing Cards linen stock. It says the Sundar Tarot. This tarot began as a personal project. As an Indian born and raised away from her motherland, it became important to me to connect with my cultural roots. I also wished to see characters that looked like myself and my family in the tarot, and so the Sundar Tarot was born. Sundar is a Hindi word that translates to beautiful. As I embarked on putting together scenes from this deck, I rediscovered how truly beautiful and diverse Indian culture is. Notice the deck was created with regenerative AI and edited by myself. And I know that she did say that. She made that clear that she used the AI, but then she went in and like edited anything that looked crazy. And I remember she was like redoing the cards for a while because she kept finding things. She has multiples of some of the cards. This is really beautiful, y'all. If you're looking for something a little bit cultural and it has Indian culture in it, maybe check this one out. I do plan to do a walkthrough of it at some point, but I think I'm pretty sure Maureen has a walkthrough of this. I know I've seen it on her channel, but I think she also has a walkthrough. So if you're interested in checking out right now, because Lord knows when I'm going to get to it, obviously. Because this is a while. This guy reminds me of Eric from The Little Mermaid. I can't unsee it, y'all. I can't unsee it. Explorer of the Earth. So she's got multiple, like we have a couple of 10 of Earths here. There's a few choices I still have to go in and make. But I really think these are so beautiful, and I can't wait to actually use them. I haven't actually used them. But I have looked at these cards and been like, whoa, they're so cool, and they're just giving all the Disney vibes, but with people of color, and I'm here for it. So we like this one a lot. It's giving me all the Bollywood vibe. Like I like this. I cannot wait to use it, and I'm so sad that I didn't get to it um, before the summer ended because it feels like a hot weather deck. So I don't know this. I think I might put this in my summer box as well. But this is the Sundar Tarot. You can find this on Make Playing Cards. Rhythm and Soul Tarot finally got here. Very excited to have this one. It was a little bit of chaos with the Kickstarter for sure, but it's here and it's lovely. The box was too big for the cards and the book, so I put this piece of cardboard in here to keep everything tight because I wanted it to be flush. Because when it's not, the if this is not in here, let me just show you. There's all this space here, and it means that when I want to stand the box up, the cards jump around inside and they can get bent in that way because there's nothing like holding them in. So I put that cardboard in there. If you have that same issue, basically like a piece of box, and I just folded it in half because I needed double ply, if you will, to get the thickness that I needed to make sure it doesn't jump around in there. So these are the backs of this, and the guidebook on this one is a lot. Like she's very generous with her books. I noticed that. Like I have 2 of her other decks that she wrote, and then I have 1 that she published, and all of them have fantastic guidebooks. So yeah, this is the write-up for The Preacher, which is the Hierophant, if you'd like to check out the guidebook. But it comes with these golden edges, and here are the cards. If you have seen the Southern Gothic Oracle or the Southern Botanic Oracle, this is the same artist and author. Her name is Stacey Williams Ng. And this one is about music in Memphis, or I think in the South, right? I don't know if it's all Memphis, but this is the Rhythm and Soul Tarot. So it's all the music, the world of music. So there's the roots, which I think is like bluegrass. There's the jazz, which I want to say is the wands. The roots would be pentacles. The other suits, let me see if I can find another suit here. Okay, we've got the blues, which I think are the cups. And let's see, here's our Chariot, the pink Cadillac, the Preacher, because it's Southern, so instead of the Hierophant, we've got the Preacher doing the river baptizing somebody in the river. Knight of Jazz. What's the other? Oh, Axis. Axis is the swords. And I believe this is Rock and Roll is this suit. So yeah, I'm really excited about using it. I have the Southern Gothic and the Southern Botanic out right now because I love those decks in the wintertime. So I think I'm going to be using this come January. Right now I'm using my sort of more Christmassy decks and things like that. But yeah, January, this will probably be out. So I'm very excited about this one. It's beautiful and so well thought out and so well done. And the guidebook is wonderful. Look at that. It's the 9 of Wands. So yeah, this is wonderful. I think Jazz is wands. Don't quote me on that because I haven't really been using. I think I used it once, shuffled it once and used it. I did like you know how you do one of those, like, what's the first card out kind of pull, you know. So that's that. That is the Rhythm and Soul Tarot. Very excited to have it. Glad I finally got it. That's all. I'm just glad I have it. You know, I'm just glad to finally have it. The front of this box is gorgeous. And that's why I put this cardboard in, because I stand this up on my shelf like this because I wanted to look at this beautiful, beautiful painting. I mean, her artwork is just, it glows and it's beautiful. So this is the Rhythm and Soul Tarot. The Unessential Essential Tarot, I think, is the name of this. It's weird the way he put the title on here because it just looks like it's the Unessential Tarot, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not certain. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down below. But like, I think that the Kickstarter said the Unessential Essential Tarot. So that is this one. This is cool. If you've seen this deck, the Stoller Tarot, this is a 10 deck from US Game Systems. This is the same artist, same creator. And this is, you know, it's just as adorable, but it's full size. And not only is it full size, it comes with a guidebook that tells the story of the cards, just like the Stoller Tarot. And it's and the Make Playing Cards box, Make Playing Cards card stock does have that kind of strong smell. So if you don't like that, I don't know if that's Printer Studio maybe that he used to get that smell. Because I feel like this Make Playing Cards doesn't usually have a smell. I think it's Printer Studio that has the smell. I might be wrong though. I only order from Make Playing Cards like once a year. So maybe not even that often. So I was waiting to do a walkthrough of this until it was available to purchase, but I'm not sure if it will be. I haven't seen it go up for purchase. Maybe the Kickstarter was it, you know. I know he had some issues with the shipping and all of that. So I think maybe this might be it for this. Maybe it'll go mass market like the other one did. I'm not sure. But I'm glad that I can show it here so that I can go ahead and start using it. So this, he changed the names. So instead of the Fool, we have Spontaneity, Manifesting, Intuitive for the High Priestess. This is the Emperor, Empowered, Authority for, Empowered for the Empress, and then Authority for the Emperor, and then Belief for the Hierophant. Harmony is the Lovers, Determined for the Chariot, Strong is Strength at 8, Lonely for the Hermit, and it goes on. All of them are changed, and not just the majors. The minors are also changed. So this is the Temperance card, the Moon. I'm just trying to get through to the minors. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, which it says here 5 of Action, which confused me a little bit, but these are definitely swords. So I was like, what do you mean action? So I don't know if he swapped the swords for, I should look in the guidebook. Let's see. Did he swap the swords for fire? Sometimes people do that. They swap the fire and air. So let's see. So we have, so it says, in my new deck, swords became action, cups became love, wands became spirit, and coins became wealth. To provide some visual reference for the suits, action was a knife, love was a heart, spirit was, well, spirits, and wealth, of course, money or coins. Okay, so that's what we have there. It doesn't say if he swapped the elements. Let's see if it says back here. All right, let's look at 5 of Swords. In the guidebook, he did label them 5 of Action, and then he put swords in parentheses. So that's helpful as well. So for the 5 of Swords, it says, no one was quite sure how the fight had started, although most think it had something to do with Sid calling Dex's mother fat. Somehow, the others got involved, and several hours later, the fight was still going. The experienced group of mercenaries were too evenly matched. One couldn't gain an advantage over the others. At this point, no one is willing to admit defeat, and who can say how long this fight will last? Upright, conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, reverse, reconciliation, making amends, past, and resentment. So that makes me think Five of Wands. Let's see the next one. Transition for Six of Swords. That makes sense. All right. And then we have Seven, Deception. Yeah, that makes sense for the Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords, imprisonment, fear. And then when you get to the minors, what I noticed was they're all named differently. So in the sword suit, we have the student of action, the inciter of action with a keyword ambitious, the maven of action with the keyword independent, and then the master of action with the keyword of truth. And then when you get to the other suits, they're named differently. So we'll see here. So here's the creativity in the cups, and we've got hearts. So we've got love. Two of love is partnership. Three of love, celebration. Let's just jump ahead a little bit. Six of love or Six of Cups is innocence. The 10 of Cups is alignment. And then we have the gardener of love for the page, right? And then the prince of love, and then the teacher of love for the queen, and the officer of love. So see how he's changed all of the professions or the titles of the people for all of the court cards, and then given them all a keyword. So it's interesting the way he made this deck. I wonder if it'll be difficult to try to use it. It's not going to be confusing. It's just not going to be as smooth and seamless as it would be, if it was just regular, titles. But I wonder if I could just read with it as like an oracle style tarot. You know what I mean? Or a tarot style oracle. Like sometimes I have tarot decks, like the soul trees, for instance, that I read. I have oracle decks. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue tied. I have oracle decks that I read like tarot, like the soul trees, for instance. And I wonder if I could use this in the same way I would use that. So here's the Eight of Wealth, the 10 of Wealth, and then there, the the page would be the Herald of Wealth, the Driver for the Knight, the Matron, and I don't know what that says. Magnet? Can you read that? I can't read that on the bottom. You'll have to tell me what it says. Discipline for the keyword. And so that's it. That's the Unessential Essential Tarot by Adam Stoller. I think it's called the Unessential Essential Tarot. Okay, just a couple more, guys. Stay here with me. This is the Intuit Astro Persona Oracle. I don't think I showed this one yet. It was a Kickstarter that came in, and you can buy this from their website directly. This is the Intuit. If you don't know Intuit, I'll definitely put their website below. You can check out. They have a lot of really fantastic decks. If you like to read, if you read tarot as professional, if you read on hotlines, if you read for people and you like wordy decks that are just going to give you a lot to work with, these are wonderful decks for igniting your intuition. All of their decks. I have the tarot deck and I have a couple of their oracles. They're all great. Every deck I have from them is fantastic. So the only thing that I have a problem with their decks is I don't think they put enough diversity in them. This one is a little bit more. I mean, they do have a good amount of male to female energy, but as far as like older people, body type diversity, skin diversity, I don't see enough of that in these decks at all. So I really wish that they would do more. I think they would just be better if they were more diverse, At this point, it's like, come on, why not? You're using stock images. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. So yeah, that's how I feel about the Intuit Astro Persona Oracle and all of their Oracle decks. This one is a lot. It has all of the houses for all of the signs. So at the moment, I'm keeping it in order because I want to use it to do like a full, to pull out like, I'm using it to pull out like my personal chart stuff. So I need to have it in order so I can find things easily. There was an option to buy two decks, one that you could shuffle and one that you could keep in order. I wasn't doing that. I think I spent enough on one. to be honest. But I'm glad to have this because it has all the keywords and they always put so much information on their decks. So for instance, we have Mars in the 11th house. So then it has like these little symbols here, Mars in Aquarius, and I think, is that Uranus? I'm not sure. And then all these keywords down here: idealistic, freedom, loving, sociable. And then it has down here more information. You love participating in all types of social group activities, but you abhor herd mentality, which makes you fascinating and draws people into your sphere. So it's like having a book in card form, you know? So I think it's cool for like what I've been using it for. I don't know that I would use it in another way. So when I'm finished doing that, I don't know if I'll keep this one. We'll see. But right now I'm using it to pull out my own personal cards here and there. So I'm keeping it for now. We'll see how this one goes. But this is the Intuit Persona, Astro Persona Oracle from Intuit. Okay. So this is the Secret Life of the Arcanum Vitae deck, I think is how you say this, by Studio Artemy. I got this and I picked up. Oh, did I show that one? I don't know if I did. I should get that one over here too, because I think that came in this year as well. Oh my goodness, yeah, I have the other one as well, so I'll get it off the shelf. But this one I actually haven't used yet. This one was the one that was in the box. The other one I've been using to do readings with. So I guess I wasn't planning on doing a walkthrough of that one, but it wasn't in the walkthrough box. But this one was. So we have the Lenormand playing card deck here, and this is what that looks like. And it's, if you know Studio Artemy, all of their decks are foiled and you can see the playing cards in the corner. And then here is the Lenormand indication here. So we have Rider, and then there's also some astrology, and this one is saying fire. So there's other little components on there as well. And I think this is a 52 card deck. So we have all of the Lenormand cards. So let's just get to 36. Now here are the people. So we have Anima, Animus. Okay, so we don't have any people, just Anima and Animus. Lily, Sun, Moon, and Key. And then let's get to, all right, here's Cross. And then we go into Abundance, Shield, Promise, Magic, Daydream. These are all extra cards. Dagger, Silence. And there, even the extra cards have like the alchemical, as well as, I mean, what is this? Like this one, fire, air, earth, water, the element, as well as the astrological glyph there. Mirage, protection, repair, premonition, enlightenment, paradox, astral travel, and lock. So that's a nice little oracle. Very cute. And I love the colors. Very pretty. Look at that. And then this is a past life deck, I believe. So we have Afterlife, Ether, the Veil, Sacred Space, the Gatekeeper, Life Lessons, Pathways, Life Purpose, the Self, the Soul, Fate. So these are going to be archetypes for past life readings, I believe, is how we're meant to use them. So you're meant to like pull one of these and then a couple of those other cards, a couple of these. And then you can also use them with her tarot deck. And I think she has a tarot deck that matches the coloring on one of these. I'm not sure. The one I got doesn't match at all, but I don't care. It works fine. So it's like, I think it's very pretty. Ancestors and soulmates. All right, so let me show you the tarot deck that I got as well in the same Kickstarter. Came with a coin, and this is the book, which, oh my gosh, her books, she's so generous with everything. Look at this, like 1-2 pages with a lot of writing. So there's for reincarnation if you would like to read it for yourself. Ancestors, soulmates. I mean, so much information in this book. This is in the back, the Lenormand cards stops at 36, and then even the extra cards, you still get the same treatment. So You even get a little bit of correspondences back here for Lenormand or for the playing card deck. What else is in the back? Some journal reflections, some books to read. Very, very nice. Very nice deck. I'm so glad I backed this. I just haven't had a chance to really dig into it, you know? And like all the other ones, it was sitting in the box. So it was getting neglected. So I'm glad that so yeah, it's been neglected because it's been sitting in the box. But now that I have it out, I think I'm gonna be using it. Let me get the there's so much stuff. Like, okay, so this is the tarot. It's the Fortuna Tarot deck, and they have a bunch of colorizations of this. It comes in so many different ones. This is the one that I got. This is, I think, I want to say this is called the Obsidian Edition. I think this deck is so pretty. Every time I pick it up, it makes my heart happy. So I'm just really excited to have it. Let me see. And it reads wonderfully, and the guidebook is fantastic. It's a pip deck, so if you're not into pip decks, this one's not going to be for you. But look at the colors! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! So we have the 5 of Wands, the 9 of, what is this? Wands, swords, keys. I don't even know. Keys are swords, I think. 6 of keys, the lovers, the tower, the emperor, the coins, 3 of coins, the universe. Or which is, I guess, like the world card. Sorry. How pretty that is. Oh my God. I cannot. It's so pretty. The talismans are the coins. These are the cups. And I think that the keys are the swords. I'm not sure though. Magnum Opus is an extra card. So yeah. And these are the backs. So this one also is one that I got in this year. I believe it was this year. I don't know, but that other one was in the box. This one wasn't because I've been using it. And I guess I just wasn't planning on doing a walkthrough of this one, but because I've been using this. This has been on my shelf since I got it. So I've definitely been using this one. This is the Fortuna Tarot deck, Obsidian Edition. So this is the Epir Tarot. And as you can see, I have not even unwrapped this. And I'm not even sure if this came in this year or last year or what. I don't know why this is still wrapped up like this. It was at the bottom of said box, waiting for a review that I obviously is never going to happen. So we're going to open this bitch now. So let's do this because I want to use this deck. It don't make no sense. It makes no sense. So let's get it out. It's gorgeous, this box. Look at this. Look at this bling, y'all. Yes, and it's really giving winter vibes. This white and gold. This is Christmas all day. It's on a rose petal finish. It's a thinner cardstock than True Black for sure. Beautiful. It's the same sort of rubbery rose petal stock, but much thinner than True Black. I don't know. Should I keep this paper to wrap it back up in, like all precious, like when it, because it's white. I don't want it to get messed up. I might do that. Does it fit in the box? Well, let's see. There's no. It's a little loose. I think I'm gonna keep the paper and wrap it back up. So this is another deck that's like got renamed suits. Look at this. Look at these bags. Oh my gosh. Renamed suits. Not renamed suits. Renamed majors. It's a hero's journey instead of a fool's journey. So it's a little bit different, but still quite beautiful. And just like the True Black, like this card reminds me a lot of True Black Tarot's pip cards. So like the True Black, it has on the majors you have a lot of foiling, and then on the minors you just have the foiling at the bottom. But because it's gold on white instead of the original True Black was just spot gloss on black, it was, you could only see the titles when you moved it. But then I also have the one with the silver, so that's good too. This is a pip deck. Well, it's pips with pips with emotion. What is it called? I forgot. There was like a term people were using. Anyways, it looks like they put foiling on the so there's foiling on the quartz as well. Very pretty. I don't think the True Black has foiling on the quartz. I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually. So that's a change. It's very beautiful, but very similar. When I'm looking at these, they look very similar. Like that looks very similar to the 8 of coins in the True Black. This one actually has some diverse representation, which the True Black did not. So there's that. I'm excited to have this out of the box. Let's just put it like that. So I'm sure that there has probably been walkthrough upon walkthrough. I think I wanted to do a walkthrough, like a deep dive walkthrough, where I went through all the cards in the guidebook and really like checked it out, because I knew that it was going to be different to read with. But at this point, it's like, I got to get it out of the box so I can use it. You know what I mean? Like, at least it's unwrapped now. So I'll use it, you know? So yeah, so that's the Epir guidebook by Matt Oren. I just read a book by Matt Oren. Did he do the guidebook for True Black too? I'm not sure. I just read a book by him. The Psychic Art of Tarot is really good, and I'm looking forward to working with it some more next year. Speaking of really great books, this is the Color Mage Oracle. This is the newest edition. I got this because he had a fantastic deal on this, and I've been, I don't know. I was thinking, it's not going to get cheaper, let me try it. I've been wanting to try it for years. It went out of print for years. And then I think I decided to get a different color deck. And I was like, oh, I'm good on color decks. And then I decided, no, I think I do want this deck. And so here we are. Now I've got the Color Mage. There you can see all the different colors. And it came with a book. Let me find the book. If you've never seen this deck, okay, what it is a bunch of different colors, and some of them are correlated with the chakras, but it's color energy. So you get the swatch of color, a number, the name of the color, and then you get a key phrase. So for dark apricot, the phrase is find the humor. And then for tangerine, number 17 or 8, it says anticipation and excitement. So you've got 23 Firefly Illumination. And I think what has happened, there's been a few iterations of this deck. I have the latest one, I think. I don't think there's been one released since this one. This one is Lapis Lazuli, Enhanced Self-Respect. And you've got several different hues for each color. So let's look at, are there any more blues here? Okay, so this is like all the blues. So we've got quite a few here. Looks like it's about 10 blues, different blues that you get. Cornflower, stand up to the elements. Cyan, speak the truth. Neptune, voice your muse. So yeah, if you're looking to work with color energy, I don't think there's a better deck out there. I mean, I really love my Energetics of Color Oracle, but I use that to do aura readings. So I don't know if I would use this for the same thing. What is this in the back? These are kind of cool. Alchemy, New Age, Kiss. So these are just oracle cards back here. Iris, Blush. Well, those are colors. Spirit, that's like a mix of colors. Memory, Focus, Rain, Poison Ivy, Ghostland. This is cute. Disease, Shamuel. This is an angel. Ask for help. Sekhmet, that's a goddess. Fire energy and warrior spirit. Archangel, air energy and guardianship. Prometheus, Gifts of Humanity. La Luna, Inner Flow and Cycle. Retrograde, Reflect and Review. Ego, Shadow and Void. Minos, Inner Saboteur. Septia, Old Thought. Lighthouse, Saving Grace. Tincture, Find the Cure. That's cool. So it's got a couple of extra cards in the back, in addition to the colors. And then let me just put this back in the box. It came with 2 cards. So you've got the creator there and a Celtic cross spread, and then a little bit of information front and back here. I'll read that later. It came in a tuck box, which, I mean, this is just like a regular paper tuck box. There's nothing special about this. It's not gonna hold up, this tuck box. I can feel gifts on the side. There's under my fingers a code that you can download gifts and a 12-month reusable color therapy journal. I'm going to do that. I didn't even see that before. And then it came with, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened with the PDF guidebook that I thought I was supposed to get, or I was supposed to get a paperback, I think. And instead I got this beautiful hardcover, huge ass book. How many pages is it? I was so glad that I waited to get this deck. It's 297 pages, so it's almost 300 pages. And I was so glad I waited to get it because I think originally it didn't come with a guidebook. And this guidebook is something else, man. There's just so much interesting information in here and study. The person who created this deck has obviously been studying color for a long time, and they just put a lot of their thoughts in here for us to share with us, and I appreciate that. So if you want to read for yourself, let me pull out here. You can see all of Jade there, and I think there's probably another page. Yep, there's another page. You can take a screenshot and read what the book is like. I will say that the paper is a little thin, but I think that's okay because it means that the book is not so thick on my shelf. But that being said, if you wanted to write on this, I feel like it might bleed right through. So, highlighting and writing in this book might not be a thing, but that's okay. I usually don't highlight anyway. I prefer to use like a pen or a pencil to underline. So I think I could do that. I don't know. These pages are pretty thin. They're not newspaper thin, but I would say just a bit thicker than that. So they are a little bit thin, but that's the only critique I have. I think this book is wonderful, and I'm so glad that I waited to get the deck until the book was available. And now I have the little set, and I'm very excited to work with this. So it's out of my box. It's ready to go. So yay for rescuing this deck from the box, from the box under the desk. The Gourmet Tarot. I feel like I talked about this. Did I talk about this in a different video? Why do I feel a little deja vu right now, like I spoke about this already. Yeah, I remember reading from the guy. I think I talked about this in another video, but we're here now. We're here, and it was in the pile. So this is a wonderful food-based oracle deck. There's foods from all over the world in here. It's fantastically rendered. These images are so cute, and they've done a really great job choosing the food. I think the guidebook is helpful in that way. It tells you kind of why they chose what they chose. The Emperor symbolizes authority, stability, and leadership. In the Gourmet Tarot, the Emperor is depicted by a majestic lobster representing power, control, and a strong sense of structure. As a card of the fire element, the Emperor is best represented by a grilled lobster. And I thought that is great. And then of course you can take your own meanings. Like if you see a food in here that you have associations for, like I think of lobsters as being really hard to get into. They have really thick shells. They have big, pinchers, so they can defend themselves. They can protect themselves and anyone else they need to protect. And so there's a lot that I could take from this because I know lobsters. But if you don't, like if you've come across a food that you have no association with, the guidebook helps. I thought the one thing that I was gonna say that I wish they would have done was put the name of the food on the card here, so that if I didn't want to use the guidebook, I don't have to, because sometimes like I'm looking at this, I have no clue what I'm looking at here. I don't know what this is. So it looks like, is this a fruit plate? Yeah, this is just fruit, I think. Because I think those are bananas, kiwi, strawberries with chocolate, and maybe some orange slices. But sometimes I don't know what I'm looking at. Those are samosas. Like, what is this? Is that steak? Is that meatloaf? Like, I don't know, so I think the guidebook will tell me for sure. Like I can go in there and look up strength and it will tell me exactly what this is. I kind of wish they would have put it on the card, but then again, that would have been more writing on the card, and I kind of like how expansive it is too. So I'm straddling the fence with that one, but this deck is fantastic. It's fun and it's great for this time of year because here in the States we have all of the food holidays coming up, all of the holidays where we all get together and cook a whole lot of food and eat a whole lot of food in excess. And so yeah, it's nice to use food decks this time of year. This is my newest food deck, but I have others and I love them. So yeah, this is great. Here are the backs. So you have that like gingham tablecloth look. I kind of wish they would have taken this all the way to the edge or removed this inner border, but either way, it's a cute idea for a back. You got gold edges. This is a great deck. This was a great deck. I'm so glad that I backed this one. This was a Kickstarter as well. And I think that's the last one I got over here. Yeah, I have one more, but I'm actually going to do a full video of that one after I turn this one off. So that's it, guys. Thank you for sticking around with me. If you stayed until the end, put an emoji in the comments below that represents your favorite deck that you saw here today. You know, I would love to see it. Chat with me down there. Let me know what you liked, what you thought was cool. Did you have any of these decks? Have you been using them? Tell me all the things. I like to chat in the comments. And if you want to pick any of these up for yourself, if I can find a link where you can buy them, I will put that in the description box below as always. If you don't see a link down there, it's probably because I couldn't find one. I'm sorry, but because with these indie decks, especially with Kickstarters and stuff, sometimes they will just do that one run and then they'll be gone, and so if I can't find a link, I'll just put the name and I'll just put, I'll just leave it blank. So if anybody sees a blank one and you're like, no, there's a link, let me know. DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to pop it in the description box. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for listening to me babble on for all this time. I know this video is going to be forever long, but yeah, it was worth it because I got everything out of the box. So now I can move my feet and I can use my decks. Win-win. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow and it lets me know that you guys enjoy videos like this. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you here with me. I am trying to get to 2,000 before the end of the year, so tell your friends, share the video, all the things. It helps the algorithm and things like that. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.